Hi, it's Alaska Granny. My idea of a bug out bag is something that can help you evacuate an emergency situation, not necessarily a survival situation. Most of us need to decide, what are the risks where I live? What if there was an earthquake, a volcano, a tornado, a forest fire, and I was forced to evacuate my home? Those are the risks that you need to prepare for. Your bug out bag should be something that you can grab and go, you can evacuate, get to safety, take care of yourself for a few days. Then you need to measure the risks where you live. Do you live where it's a cold, wet, or snowy climate? Then your very first objective should be something to keep you warm. Shelter. If you don't have a way to make a shelter, some warm clothes and fire starters, you're not going to be able to cope more than a few hours. You're going to get too cold and be unable to take care of yourself. Have basic ways to make a shelter: a black plastic bag, some emergency blankets, paracord, maybe a tarp. Have an extra set of warm clothes, a jacket, some gloves, spare socks, and clean underwear. Then make sure you have several ways to start a fire. Strike anywhere matches to a fire starter. Get several ways to start a fire that you are able to do by yourself. Next, concentrate on water. You should always have some fresh drinkable water stored with your bug out bag. Then you need to have a way to filter water. Depending on the emergency, say an earthquake, you may need to find a way to clean turbid water. If you're stranded out in the woods, you need a way to filter wild water. Make sure you have a way to supply fresh drinking water. Every bug out bag needs a first aid kit. Make sure you get one comprehensive that can take care of the needs that you may face. Make sure you study also how to administer first aid in an emergency. You have a supply of basic hygiene supply. Most third world countries or people suffering through major emergencies, the cause of disease and death is from poor hygiene. People get sick or diseased from not being able to keep things clean and well cared for. You need to deal with sanitation issues besides your personal cleanliness so that you can maintain good health. Have some simple flashlights, a headlamp, a small flashlight, even a candle that you could light to provide the light that you need. A candle is also useful for a little bit of heat in a reflective situation, and you can even use it to heat up a little bit of food or water if you needed to. Next, you need some tools. Get a heavy-duty multi-tool, a Swiss Army knife, depending on your circumstances. A cooking container that you could use to boil a bit of water, heat up something like a Mountain House dehydrated meal, and make sure you have simple, basic grab-and-go foods. Try to find foods that you could just open and eat, and you don't have to do any kind of preparation in an emergency situation. A vital element to any bug out bag is your identification. You need to be able to show who you are, your emergency contact lists, and important information like your insurance companies and your medical information. Make sure you have an ample supply of cash in small bills. Just because it's an emergency doesn't mean you won't be able to buy more supplies or even buy yourself a night in a hotel room so that you have some shelter. Cash can be king in an emergency. Store your supplies in a manageable sized backpack. It needs to be something you could actually put on your back and carry with you if you needed to. If you're unsure if your bug out bag is too large, put it on your back and go out and walk around your neighborhood or in the woods for a few hours and see if it's just too much. Then you need to pare it down to vital essentials. You don't need the weight of the world on your back in an emergency. You just need the vital supplies that can help keep you safe and healthy until you can deal with the next step of what might be coming in your life. Learn more at alaskagranny.com. Please subscribe to the Alaska Granny channel.